Good evening. Welcome to Star Talk. I'm Ken Eccles, and we're happy to have you with us on the program tonight. Excuse me. We have a phone number you can call, and it's up there. It's up there. You can also email us if you'd like to do that. The email address is keneckleslive@gmail.com, and we'd love to hear from you either by phone or by email, whichever way works best for you. Still got to boil your water in Danville. The city says you may have to boil your water for another day or two. They're not sure exactly how long it's going to be, but boil it now for sure. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken, it's Mark from Maydan.
Hey, Mark.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
That's good. I'm okay. Don't forget to mention the shoe tonight. I don't know if I got it straight last night or whatever, but
yeah, I will. I got the phone number.
great book.
Got the phone number right here. Phone number for the Maydan Boy Scouts stew this weekend is 336-949-4248. That's this weekend.
And don't forget to tell Charles from Danville the Masked Singer comes on tonight at 8 p.m. on Fox 8.
Are you
On
sure?
Fox.
You know, Mark, I'm not sure it's on tonight. I think they got something else on tonight. Have you checked?
Oh, really?
That? Yeah. Because I saw, the reason I say it, I saw a promo for the Masked Singer today, and it said the next one is going to be on February 25th, which is next Wednesday. So check your schedule.
Oh, okay.
Check your schedule and make sure, but I don't think it's on tonight.
Okay, I didn't see that commercial or whatever. I thought it was still on or whatever.
Well, check your schedule. I might be wrong, but check to be certain.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Ken.
Well, thanks for calling, Mark. And again, if you have a hankering for some stew this weekend, and who doesn't, really? The Maydan Boy Scouts have a stew on Saturday, and you can find out all about it and order by calling 336-949-4248. There we go. Phone line open up there. The email address, keneckleslive@gmail.com. Somebody emailed earlier today and basically asked what caused the water situation in Danville. And I sort of know. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Well, good evening, Mr. Ken.
Well, good evening. Are you boiling your water?
Well, I really don't drink city water. Only thing we're doing with it is washing dishes, boiling it and washing dishes.
All right, so you are boiling it.
Yes. Well, I'm not washing dishes if I have to boil the water.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, let me try it another way. Whoever it is on your staff who washes dishes, I hope they're boiling the water first.
Yeah, Dad's boiling the water.
Okay, good. Good to know.
And most likely, I think it should hopefully be by Friday. It should be good.
Well, they said a couple of days or a few days is what they said. So let's hope it'll all be cleared up by Friday.
Well, I can't be blamed for this.
Well, you could be. I mean, people can and do blame you for all sorts of things. We don't have any evidence that you caused this, though.
No, I didn't do it. Nature did it when it rained.
Yeah, nature. Man, nature is such a nuisance. Have you noticed that?
Well, I was told not to mess with Mother Nature.
Well, certainly you don't want to do that, but I think we have to acknowledge, though, that she does cause us some difficulties from time to time.
Oh yeah, she is when we upset her.
Well, let's not upset her. We must have upset her pretty seriously like 4 weeks ago, so let's not do that again.
Well, she dumped a bunch of snow on us.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, she
I
did.
don't like what she did.
All right, well, now you want to be careful now. You're getting to the point where you might upset her again, so choose your words carefully.
Oh, I will. I did have some angry words towards her when it was snowing those few days.
Right, and then it snowed again.
Yes.
Well, then just shut up about it.
Yes, sir, I will. So, let's get down to some serious stuff.
Are we? Okay, what serious stuff do you have an interest in?
Oh, I talked to my friend tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and?
Oh, she's having a good day. She keeps showing me all kinds of fruits that they got up there that's good for my type 2 diabetes and my cholesterol and my high blood pressure.
Do they have fruits that we don't have?
Well, put it her way, they have what they call a market, like we have during the summer here in Danville at the old Pepsi plant.
Yeah, a fruit market.
Yeah, fruit. Other words, a market that comes sells fresh food from the farm.
Yeah, like farmers market. Yeah.
Yeah, this is how she likes to eat. She likes her food fresh from the farm.
Well, yeah, I would think so.
And she says I would enjoy it when I get there.
Well, I hope so. But I was wondering, do they have some specific fruits that grow in the Philippines that we don't have, or do we all have the same array of fruit?
I'm not really sure. I didn't get into it, but I know she likes coconuts a lot sometimes. Coconut milk they have a coconut tree around her mama's house.
That'd be interesting.
Fresh coconut when you just want to get it.
Yeah, of course you're gonna have to work to get at it.
No, I'll just pay somebody to do it.
Oh, of course. I mean, you will hire an underling to do that part of it. Okay,
I will find a professional flea trimer and go get me about 4, maybe 6 of them.
How much milk do you get out of? How much milk do you get out of one coconut? Like a pint? I don't know how much milk's in there.
I don't know neither, but I seen something called coconut something in a jar. It would say coconut milk or something, or coconut something. She says that's not good for me. I need a real coconut, cut into it, drain the milk out, and drink it.
All right. Well, it sounds like she knows what's going on there.
She makes my doctors look stupid.
Okay. I won't comment on that.
Me neither. I'm not going to tell my doctors that.
All right. Now you have the let's see. You have the 45 for
yes, sir.
Atlanta.
I'm going with the Daytona winner to do a repeat.
All right. So you're looking for Tyler Reddick to sweep the first 2 races, Daytona and Atlanta.
I didn't have him at Daytona, but I'm calling for him to win this upcoming race. Yes.
Right, so I know you didn't have him at Daytona, but you got him for Atlanta, and it'll be his greatest career season start ever if he wins both races.
Oh yeah. Then I start my winning streak and see the rest of them eat. In other words, eat the rubber from the cars I pick.
Be careful what you declare here. So eat dust would be maybe one way to put it.
Well, it's dust and rubber.
Eat dust and rubber. Yeah, the old saying, eat dust and rubber. So that's what we'll look for, maybe, from Tyler Reddick in Atlanta.
Well, I hope.
Well, thanks for calling.
Hope. Bye, sir.
Good night. Okay. Charles has a 45 for Atlanta. I'll run down the whole list. here in a minute. But somebody's wondering what started the water thing in Danville. As best I understand it, with all the rain and dirt and mud running into the river and stuff, they ended up a lot of what they call turbid water in the water system intake, and the system wouldn't process it because it was too dirty. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
How you doing tonight, Ken?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I kind of got a public service announcement I need to get out tonight.
A public service announcement. Okay.
Right. Yep. I've been buying Toyotas from Danville Toyota for, I don't know, at least 30 years. My family, myself, a lot of my neighbors have.
Okay.
But I had a problem with one last week, and it was a 97 model. And I called to get it repaired. And the lady there says, I'm sorry, we don't work on anything that's over 10 years old. And I said, you're kidding. She said, nope, that's our policy. I said, okay, thank you. So I turned around and called Greensboro Toyota, asked them the same thing, and they said, sure, bring it on over. We'll be glad to work on it. Now, I had bought Toyotas from Danville a long time, so are my neighbors, a lot of my friends. So why would anybody ever purchase another Toyota from Danville Toyota?
Well, that's a new one on me. I don't know that I've heard of a dealership doing that anymore. 10 years.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know about you. Well, apparently you're like me in this regard. When I buy a car, I expect to have it for more than 10 years. I mean, I've had my S10 truck for 27 years. So no, if I buy a car, I would like for them to be able to work on it when it's 11 years old.
I would too, Ken. I mean, that truck I bought it in 1991. Do the math on that one. I got a 1997 Toyota truck. I got a 2012 Toyota Camry, and all of those are SOL.
So they wouldn't work on any of those vehicles then?
No, sir.
Did you ask them why?
They said it was not their policy to work on anything over 10 years old anymore.
So that's
their
only
okay.
answer. It's not our policy.
Yeah. And I told them just the same thing I'm telling you. And I said, answer me this question. Why would I ever purchase another Toyota from Danville Toyota? The lady hung up on me.
Really?
So.
Well, now it's one thing with a new car. Imagine somebody who goes and buys a used car. What if somebody goes and buys like a 5-year-old Toyota? So they only got a 5-year window during which the dealership will work on it.
That's exactly right. But I've never heard of such thing. Ken, I've been driving Toyota since 1977. I think one of the most dependable cars on the road. Honda, Nissan, Toyota. But I mean, it just didn't make any sense. It just blew me out of the water. I said, okay, I'm going to put the word out on you as much as I possibly can.
Well, it doesn't make any sense to me either. Just from on two levels, and I guess you've already touched them both, though. Somebody who wants their 11-year-old car worked on, they can't do it. But what about people who haven't bought a car there yet, which I guess you're getting at that too.
Right.
If I'm going to buy a car, I'm going to think twice before I buy it from somebody who stops working on it in 10 years.
Right. I plan to go down one day soon and just act like I want to buy one, let the salesman do his spiel and just say, okay, what happens after 10 years if I have a problem with it? I just want to see if he'll be straight up with me.
Well, now, stop and think here a second. 10 years is, I assume that's the length of the warranty, right?
I have no idea. I don't know, Ken. I don't know.
That's probably, that or close to it is probably the length of the warranty. So in effect, if I'm right about that, and I think yes I am, in effect they're saying we only do work that's covered on the car's warranty.
I guess.
I mean, that's
guess.
not how they're wording it, but that's the practical effect of it. When it goes out of warranty, we don't work on it anymore.
Yeah. Well, now my daughter, she bought a new Highlander from there 2 years ago, and Ken, she stays on the road a lot, and she got 182,000 miles on that car in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if it's a mileage thing also. You know?
Well, I guess probably the general warranty is 10 years or 100,000 miles, whichever comes first. So obviously 100,000 miles came first in her case.
Yep.
And I don't even know if the warranty has anything to do with it. I'm just guessing. But it kind of looks like that the 10-year period would generally, for most people, would be the period of the warranty.
It was so much for customer loyalty, right?
Yeah, that it does not sound like a good business move to me. Now, I'm not a business consultant for car dealerships or anybody else, but it just does not sound like good business.
It does not. Certainly does not. I just wanted to get the word out there, you know, because, like I said, I've spent a lot of money down there, and a lot of other people that I know have too. But I just want them to be aware before they go spend $40, $50, $60, or $100,000 down there, you know.
Well, I would want to be aware of that. I would.
Yep. All right, Ken. Thanks for taking my call, man. I really enjoy your show.
Well, thank you for calling. Never heard of that one before. A new one on me. Of course, there's a lot of things going on that I never heard of. That's just kind of how it is. So this turbid water got into the system in Danville, and apparently they have some safety device or some quality monitoring device under which the system will not process turbid water. So it caused a loss of pressure in the Danville water system. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing all right. That water's messed up down there. You can't drink it, wash your hands, or nothing.
Not unless you
got
boil
to
it for
turn-
have to boil it for 1 minute. They
1
say.
minute.
Yep.
Yep. And this guy I know down there, he told me he's gonna be a polecat. What he's saying is he's gonna be a polecat to get it right.
Well, they
He's
think it'll be done.
boiled water.
They think it'll be
So
back good in a couple of days.
Good. I'm glad of that because ain't no restaurants open, nothing down there. Some of them, State Line ain't open.
Nope.
And that race is in Atlanta.
Oh yeah,
And,
that's right. You got to pick a Ford.
I gotta pick me a Ford, or is Bill Elliott Ford?
Well, Bill Elliott.
I mean, not Bill Elliott, but
retired.
Chase Elliott. Not
Yeah.
not Bill. I know. Yeah, not Bill. I mean Chase Elliott.
Oh no, the Hendrick cars are Chevys.
Okay, who's the Ford? Name some Fords off for me.
Now you're gonna make me go wrong now. Let's
Oh,
see.
okay.
Hey, wait a second. I got a list. I don't have it all memorized, but I got a list.
Yeah.
You hang on. I'm going to find you a Ford right here in
Okay.
just a second. Find you a Ford. Let's see. Logano drives a Ford, doesn't he?
Yeah, but I can't take him. I took him.
Oh.
I'm in first with him.
Okay.
He went
well,
across the line backwards.
Yeah, that's right. You can't have him.
But that Van Gula guy.
Van Gisbergen.
What's he drive?
I can't find my list.
I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take that Van Goose.
Whatever he drives, I'll find my list eventually. But obviously, it's going to be too late to help you. So we'll just give you Van Gisbergen, SVG.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
take that Van Gisbergen.
All right. Well, you got him.
Okay. Thank you, Ken. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Well, thanks for calling. Appreciate it.
You welcome.
Okay. I've got that list right here somewhere, and I'm sure I'll find it. Now that it's too late, I'm sure I'll find it. Who have we not heard from? I think we've heard from everybody but the liberal. Everybody's got a pick in except the liberal. He's the only outlier at this point. Here are the picks. Leon has the 8. Charles has the 45. Mark has the 19. Wild Turkey 101 has the 11. Ralph has the 5. Mr. Leaksville has the 9. Citizen D also has the 9. Jack has the 22. Mr. Pelham has the 20. Captain Midnight has the 12. Mr. Draper has the 5. Early Bird has SVG, who I think he's the 97 this year. Pretty Man has the 24. Pretty Man. Lady in Black has the 19. Avenger also has the 24. Mr. NASCAR has the 22. Liberal hasn't been heard from yet. And Nature Boy has, we tried to find a Ric Flair woo. I have people look for a Ric Flair woo today that we can use when we do Nature Boys. Did we find a Ric Flair? Let's hear it. Well, that sounds, that's a little bit noisy. We'll work on that. I think maybe we can clean that up. But it's all we've got right now. So Nature Boy has the 12. And those are the picks to this point. Still missing the liberal. Say that again. Okay. Phone line is open. The number is up there on the screen that you can call. You can also email us at keneckleslive@gmail.com is the email address. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Ken, how you doing?
Okay. How are you?
Man, that sounds more like a pig squealing than a Ric Flair woo.
No, that is Ric Flair. That is actually Ric Flair, but I think we need to find a better one. I don't like
Yeah, I think you can do better than that. Yeah. All right, Ken, I'm going to call a little bit, and let me see. Let me have number 9.
Number 9, Bill
Number
Elliott.
9.
Liberal takes number 9.
Number 9, because he's going to do fine.
Okay, well, we'll see. We got 3 people. You're the third to take him this week, so a lot of people are expecting him to do fine.
Okay. And one quick question, since everybody working here tonight. Do you have the 4th Amendment in front of you, or can you pull that up? And what does that say?
You know, I don't have it in front of me.
Okay.
And I cannot readily pull it up right now. I've got a copy of the Constitution, but it's not where I can get my hands on it.
Okay. So you can't lean over and get that like you do that other stuff.
No, I cannot. So I'm not going to be able to quote it for you. You have it in front of you?
No, I don't have it either. I was curious. I wonder about one of those things because they're talking about ICE now going to voting, you know, and calling for it in Arizona, different stuff. ICE going because of that voting. Yeah. You think about it. You think
I doubt.
nothing found. You think it's necessary?
Well, no, I don't know why it would be necessary. I get the question will be, can the federal government do that?
Right.
That obviously would be immediately challenged in court. And I don't know if the federal government has that authority over elections, because the Constitution says, as you know, Constitution says that states run elections. The federal government does not. Congress can make laws under certain circumstances, nationwide laws. But by and large, states make the decisions about elections, and I don't know if you can just put federal police around a polling place.
Yeah. Like I said, I guess we'll find out. Went today to vote early and everything, and it looked like the crowd was just kind of tight, which I guess it's like it.
I haven't heard anybody say anything about turnout in the primaries so far.
Yeah. But, that we can continue to keep our and get a bunch of conspiracy, a bunch of changes and stuff in there and doing different stuff. So pray they don't come out with this thing for certificate that's proof citizenship. Have you heard any more on that bill?
John Thune, the Republican leader in the Congress, the leader in the Senate, says that they don't have the votes to override the filibuster. And of course, they need 60 votes to end a filibuster and bring that to a vote. And Thune says the 60 votes to override the filibuster do not exist in the Senate. So without that, they can't vote on it.
Yeah. I think the and all,
Yeah, well, I've never had a problem with photo ID. I don't have any problem with photo ID. I think that's perfectly reasonable. As long as you make sure that everybody has a fair opportunity to have it. So we have it, and I'm perfectly comfortable with it. And I don't see why we can't go with that.
Well, look, you think about like with they get married. And the last name don't correspond with the.
They'd have to take an extra step in order to vote under the Save America Act. They'd have to bring their birth certificate, and they also have to bring a marriage certificate to show that they changed their name.
That's where someone get cold feet and decide not to continue.
I mean, who knows? There'd be some. I think we'd hear more. I think we'd hear more cases of them getting mad about that.
Yeah. I think those volunteers and all that work at the poll and all, my hat's off to them, because I know sometimes they get a lot, and all like that, but take my hat off to them, because the ones we had around here done a good job so far.
Well, we should have. I've always been appreciative of those folks, always, even when we haven't had a controversial election. I've always appreciated what those folks do, because they work hard and they don't get a whole lot of money for it.
Right. And well, let's hope that, now don't say anything. Let's hope that my driver stay away from the wall, okay?
That's the rule number one. Don't hit the wall.
Oh, my jinx now. Good night, Ken.
Thanks. Phone line is open. There's a number up there that you can give us a call. You can also send us an email at keneckleslive@gmail.com. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken.
Hey.
All we had was a one-sided here listening just now.
Again,
I did hear. Got my hat off for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I had to go to the bathroom. I don't know.
well, I don't know what to do about that. I wish I knew.
I don't have a clue either. And yeah, it's. I don't know why it happens. I don't know if he's on a cell or a house phone. I don't really have a clue.
Well, it happens to
Most house phones did.
two people and two people only.
I've noticed it. Yeah, Ralph breaks up, and he breaks up. Liberal breaks up, and I don't know anybody else that does.
There's something I need to mention to you while I'm thinking about it, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but I do want to mention this. You sent me a link last night to something, and when it opened up in my email, it had a big red flag in front of it, and it said, "This message has been used to steal personal information. Be very careful with this."
I sent you a link last night.
Well, I don't know exactly when you met. I saw it last night, and it was flagged as a dangerous message. So I will send you an email and tell you exactly which one it was, so you'll know which one it was.
Okay, yeah, please do. Who do you have as your
my Gmail, my email. It's
your
Gmail.
Protector. What am I trying to say? Your protector. You know your.
Oh well,
I have a vast.
Okay. Now I have one called System Mechanic.
Okay. There's one I know of that Norton.
Yeah,
It'll
Norton's,
flag almost everything.
Okay, I don't
terrible.
have Norton. Anyway, I'll send that address back to you so you'll know which one it is.
Yeah, please do. Yeah. Well, I'll block it, whatever it is.
Okay.
All right.
Now I'm done. You go ahead.
Well, I don't know. You just made me think about how I'm getting scammed.
Well, I mean, it's a warning. It doesn't mean you've been scammed. Well, you understand all that. We just need to be careful.
I
with
know
that
it's
stuff.
saying it's something very sensitive or something that could be. Well, you said it could be a scam.
It could well be.
Anyway, there's so much of that going around these days. It's just really unbelievable. I mean,
it's crazy.
If anybody gets a call with a 212 in front of it,
Yeah.
that's in Africa. It's Morocco and Nigeria, and they're always scams.
I know.
That's just the way it is with the 212 prefix.
It's just amazing how many people. Well, that's how some people make their living doing that now, is just stealing from folks on the internet.
Exactly right. And there's a lot of women that make their living by making men believe they want them when all they want is their money.
And men doing it too. Goes both ways.
Well, men, I never seen a man on there doing it, but I'm sure they are. But all I get is women wanting to, in 3 days talking to them, they're in love with you,
Yeah.
Like, get away. So then they become needy.
About 5% of people, I've seen this same survey, or the same results in a lot of different surveys, about 5% of people fall for those things.
Yeah, most people just block them immediately.
Yeah.
And some people do fall for them.
But if you can reach out to 100 people in a week and 5 of them fall for your scam, you're going to make some money.
Yeah. Well, you reach out to more people than that. They've got computerized dialing now. So, in one day I got 28 calls in one day when it was the Medicare stuff that they were trying to push. And I'm still getting those, and burial insurance. When they come on the air, I go through the whole process. And when they come on, I bought this what's called a Norwegian death whistle.
Oh,
You ever heard of one?
I don't know what that is.
I'm sorry, it's an Aztec death whistle.
Okay. I don't know what that is either. Oh, God. All right.
Did you hear it? Could you hear it?
Oh, yeah, I could hear it.
That's like one of them that you have out in the woods in the cemetery or something. People walk in at night and you scare them to death with it. But when the Aztecs attacked, this is what they blew as they were attacking. And
Really?
can you imagine thousands of that being blown at the same time? I'd run, I believe.
No. Well, that should make it unpleasant for the telemarketer.
Yeah, I just barely blowing through it. They're a big thing on Amazon. Some of them cost $30 or more. I got a little cheap one. But Aztec death whistle. And when the scammers call me, when the scammers call me, if I don't want to go through that hard blowing, I just say, I got a kiss for you.
Okay.
That's my pig.
Boy, you
That's my
got a
pig
real
call.
arsenal
That's my
there,
pig.
don't you?
That's my pig call. Yeah. I just say, I got a kiss for you. Hang up right away.
Yeah, well,
I make it fun whether they like it or not.
well, you may as well try to enjoy it. I mean, really, as annoying as it is, if you can have a little fun with it, then you're ahead of the game.
Well, I figure if they're going to annoy me, I ain't got no time anyway. I'm going to annoy them back. I'll go play their little game. I'm
Well,
ready to bust them.
they're asking for it. Give it to them.
I get them. All right, kid. You have a good night, buddy.
Thanks for calling. Aztec Death Whistle. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening to you, Ken.
Good evening.
Fourth Amendment to the Constitution,
Read it.
to be free from unreasonable search and seizure.
Mm-hmm.
Gentleman's question.
Okay. Yeah.
I would agree with your previous caller that we missed. It seems to me he was asking, what is the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution?
Yeah, that's what he was asking, and we didn't talk about the Fourth Amendment after that, but that's the one he brought up.
Okay, I asked you if you knew what it was, and you didn't.
Yeah, he asked me if I could read it to him, and I couldn't.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't have my Constitution within reach. Okay. Can you read it? Can you read it to us?
I don't have Constitution in front of me either. I have to go to the library and dig it out, to tell you the truth.
Okay. But it is, but the right to be secure in their homes and possessions. No unreasonable search and seizure.
That's where that due process piece that's coming in Minnesota in regards to going in someone's home with a quote administrative warrant.
Administrative warrant versus a judicial warrant. A big difference.
A huge difference. And you're supposed to have a judicial warrant to kick in somebody's door.
Yep, that's the way the courts have always interpreted the Fourth Amendment.
Okay, so curiosity, and I hate to do this, but I will. Getting beat over the head by political ads, as I'm sure everybody is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've reached a point of aggravation, to be honest with you. But one that comes up, it speaks of candidate X being responsible for banning materials in the classroom, public school classroom.
Mm-hmm.
So my question, what are the materials that have been banned or are being banned in the public school classroom?
I don't know. I do not know. I would guess. I would guess it would be. Well, in fact, I don't know, and I'm not going to guess. So I'll leave it at that. It's an interesting question. I will look that up. I'm sure there are court cases online somewhere that identify particular materials. There must be, and I will see if I can find out exactly what materials are talking about.
Curious to say the least, don't you?
Well, I'll be 100% honest with you. I always have my remote within arm's reach. when I see a political ad start, I hit the mute button. I never hear what they say. I don't hear one word that they say in a political ad.
Given thought to sending him a bill for new batteries for my remote.
I mean, I make sure I can hit that mute button within a millisecond when a political ad appears.
I'll hit the change channels button faster than that.
So, I mean, I have no idea what they say.
But the one that it kind of struck me today in thinking about it was, okay, is my understanding of what the definition of woke is that it is, according to Wikipedia, someone who is aware of racial injustices. Okay?
Okay.
So then I thought, all right, we're going to ban it from the public school classroom. Yeah, multitude. Then I thought, well, does that mean we're going to ban learning about the underground? Maybe root cause of the Civil War was slavery, so are we going to eliminate teaching slavery about the Civil War in the classroom?
Well, I don't know. I do know that.
But you see where they're going.
Yeah, I do know that the federal government has removed exhibits pertaining to slavery from a number of national historic sites. They've taken away slavery-related exhibits.
The executive branch has demanded that the Smithsonian remove such material from the museum.
Yeah, I believe that's right. They have.
So, what are we trying to do here? Erase history?
In Florida, when they passed the law that they passed in Florida, I guess 3 years ago, part of the wording of that law was that they would not be allowed, teachers in public schools would not be allowed to teach or discuss anything that would make white children feel uncomfortable. Now, I don't know if that was the exact wording or not, but that was the gist of it. And the idea, as they expressed the idea, it was that talking about slavery and talking about things that white people have done in the past might make white children feel uncomfortable about their ethnicity, and they declared that illegal in Florida. Now that's what they said in Florida. I don't know that they've used that language anywhere else.
It's curious. I'm not a bibliophile by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not a Bible scholar in any way, shape, or form. But I do know that the Bible addresses racism. I do know that the Bible addresses social issues of the same social discrimination. The same, and it's also wondering: are they going to ban the Bible?
No, I mean I don't think they can do. I don't think they can do that. But I mean I know you're just trying to make a point here, and I understand your point.
Correct.
But I mean there are things in the Bible that make folks feel uncomfortable. No doubt about it.
And it directly calls racism a sin. Correct?
I don't know. I'm not scholar enough to know that.
Yeah, well, I can say I'm not either, but I do know after 4 years of Catholic military school run by Benedictine nuns that racism is a sin.
I imagine you were sternly instructed there.
Went to religion class 5 days a week shortly before, and then for the last class of the day, and then we'd go out and run military drills for 2 hours. Talk about a confused childhood.
Well, it looks like you made it through.
sure I survived it. But thank you for your evening, Ken. I hope you have a good one.
Well, thanks for calling. Phone line is open up there. His number, the email address is keneccleslive@gmail.com. And speaking of emails, I have a couple to look at over here. But first, we'll do this. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken, I hate calling you back. This is Earlybird.
Yeah.
I hate calling you back, but how about at number 2? Has anybody took Watermelon Man?
No, nobody has him.
I'll take Watermelon Man.
All right. So Early Bird is switching to Ross Chastain for
Yeah.
Atlanta. Okay. It's in
Yeah.
the book.
Okay, thank you, Ken.
Thanks. Chastain for Early Bird instead of SVG. SVG is not always a good bet on ovals, although he is getting a little bit better. Emailer says, Ken, is there any investigation right now in Washington or anywhere else into Epstein and his files? I know they're investigating him in a lot of other countries, but is anybody doing any more investigating on Epstein in this country? No. There are active Epstein investigations in 10, at least 10, at last count, they're in 10 countries who are investigating Epstein's activities based on information that they've seen in the latest release of the Epstein files. But no, not in this country. The Attorney General has said that there is nothing more to investigate concerning Epstein and his activities. So, no, not here. Here's one that says, Ken, hello, Ken, it is the Avenger. The Avenger. It is the Avenger. I have already picked my car for Atlanta, and I picked the number 24. But I have an additional thing to mention. As you will remember from 2 seasons ago, I am the nemesis and the arch rival of Pretty Man. My goal in life is to undo all of Pretty Man's works and to prevent him from ever establishing any further works. So I hereby announce that I'm challenging Pretty Man to a duel of wits. I'm challenging Pretty Man to a duel of wits that would be carried out in the public view at the Budding Future statue on Scale Street in downtown Reidsville. I challenge Pretty Man to meet me for a public debate of the issues so that I can show him up to be exactly what he is and what all people know him to be. This is the actual Avenger. This is not an imposter or a faux Avenger of any kind. So I await a response from Pretty Man as to whether and when he will accept my challenge. Thank you. I'm not entirely certain what to make of that, but I would say that a battle of wits is probably not the circumstance under which Pretty Man would shine. Now, whether or not he'll accept that remains to be seen. So I really can't say any more about it than that. But that could get interesting. Could. Oh, and somebody else asked too. One of the new people in the NASCAR pool wanted to know how we assign the points. And here's how we assign the points. It's very simple. If your driver wins the race, you get 40 points. If your driver finishes second, you get 39. Third place, 38. Fourth place, 37. You can probably see the pattern here. It goes down 1 point for each position that your driver finishes in. And don't get confused. We are not simply taking the NASCAR points as awarded to the drivers in the NASCAR standings. We got our own much simpler point system. 40 points if you win, 1 point less for each position after that, all the way down to however many cars they have in the race. In a particular, sometimes 36, sometimes a few more than that. So that's how we do the points. The other rule, of course, you can't have the same driver for 2 weeks in a row. And that's pretty much the only rules we've got, and that's pretty much all the time we have for Star Talk. We're on the air Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Hope you'll join us next time. Thanks for watching. I'm Ken Eccles.